In this video, we're going to talk about the difference between product costs and period costs. So this distinction between product costs and period costs only makes sense for manufacturers, retailers, or any company that has inventory. And it's really a matter of timing. When is a cost going to be expensed? So product costs are costs that are assigned to the company's inventory account. So they're going to go to the balance sheet. They're not going to immediately be expensed. So if we take a manufacturer, we're talking about costs like direct materials, direct labor, manufacturing overhead. These are all manufacturing costs. In manufacturing costs, are product costs. They're going to be assigned to the company's inventory account. They're going to be capitalized. They're going to show up on the balance sheet. But when that manufacturer actually sells the inventory, then it is going to expense all these costs through cost of goods sold. A retailer, conversely, when they purchase inventory from a manufacturer, they're going to have an asset account called inventory, and that is capitalized, all those costs of acquiring the inventory. But when the retailer sells the inventory to a customer, that's when they're going to expense those costs through cost of goods sold. Period costs are just costs that are not product costs. It's all the other costs, and they are expensed when they're incurred. An example would be selling, general, and administrative expense. So let's say you have sales commission. Okay, that's an example of a selling expense. You just when in the period when you incur the sales commission, that's when you expense it. It doesn't become part of the company's inventory account or anything like that. So let's get in a little more depth with an example. We'll say we're doing a manufacturer. Let's say the company Tesla. Okay, Tesla is a manufacturer. Okay, so we're going to use them. And remember, I said any manufacturing cost is going to be considered a product cost: direct materials, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead. But let's get into some specifics. Let's do a couple examples. So if we have, let's say, the wages, so whatever we're paying to a janitor, the question is, okay, is that going to be a product or a period cost for Tesla? If there's a janitor and they're paying them, let's say $15, $20 an hour to do some cleaning. Well, it depends. It depends. What are they cleaning? If the janitor is cleaning the factory, okay, anything related to the factory is where the production is done, right? That's where Tesla produces vehicles, batteries, and so forth. So any wages related to janitor cleaning the factory, that is going to be considered a product cost, okay? Specifically, that's going to be manufacturing overhead. So whatever they pay the janitor, let's say they pay the janitor $400, okay, that is actually going to become part of inventory. So that's going to become part of inventory for Tesla, and then it's going to get attached to the inventory, and then when the inventory is sold, it's going to be expensed through cost of goods sold. Now, same company, Tesla, let's say, a manufacturer, and we've got a janitor who is cleaning the marketing department. Okay, if they're cleaning the marketing department, that is going to be a period cost. Even though Tesla is a manufacturer, its marketing department is not involved with manufacturing the product. Okay, so these costs of paying the janitor, if you pay the janitor $400 for some work related to cleaning the marketing department or the accounting office or HR, something like that, it's not a manufacturing cost. It's not related to the factory or manufacturing the product, so it's going to be a period cost. So this $400 is not going to go to inventory. You're just going to expense it and just say, okay, wages expense and so forth. Another example would be if we have at Tesla a production manager, and let's say that they're getting paid $100,000 a year. So that salary is going to be a product cost. Okay, this is a product cost because they are the production manager. They're in charge of overseeing production. This obviously has to do with manufacturing. Okay, so this cost is going to end up in inventory. It's going to get attached to the products. That's why product costs are also called inventoriable costs. And then eventually, when the product is sold, it's going to go to cost of goods sold. But if we're talking about the salary, so again, same company, Tesla, manufacturer, we're talking about a salary of $100,000 paid to an accounting manager at Tesla, then we say, okay, you know what, that's going to be a period cost. Even though Tesla is a manufacturer, still the performing accounting services for Tesla, that is not a manufacturing related function. So this accounting manager, their salary, when we owe them the $100,000 and stuff, we're just going to expense that in the period that it's incurred. It's not going to become attached to inventory or go through cost of goods sold.